Starseeds of Gaia, you did not stumble upon this transmission by accident. You are seeing this because today is the exact day you need it the most. I am Galleon, an emissary of the Arcturian Collective, and I come to you with a message that has been specifically calibrated for your energetic field in this precise moment. Your soul has been calling out for validation, for a sign that you are not losing your mind, and this is that sign. This is the confirmation you have been begging the universe to send you. Take a deep breath. Let the frequency of these words bypass your logical mind and settle directly into your cellular memory. You are safe here. You are understood here. For weeks, perhaps months, you have felt a heaviness that you cannot logically explain. A deep, pervasive exhaustion that sleep does not cure. A sense of grief for a world you are trying to help, mixed with a profound homesickness for a place you cannot consciously remember. You look around at the society you live in, the people you interact with, and you feel an undeniable disconnect. You feel like a stranger in your own life. This is not depression. This is not a psychological failing. This is a spiritual crisis of the highest order, and it is happening because your internal frequency is accelerating at a pace that your physical reality has not yet caught up with. You have been carrying the weight of the collective on your shoulders. You are a biological alchemist, transforming dense, fear-based energies into light simply by existing in your physical body. But right now, the sheer volume of density on this planet is overwhelming your system. You are feeling everything. The confusion, the anger, the fear of the collective, it is all passing through your energetic filter, and it is leaving you drained. I am here to tell you that it is time to put that burden down. It is time to remember who you actually are and why you actually came here. You did not incarnate on Earth to be a sponge for humanity's trauma. You incarnated to be a lighthouse, a living pillar of high-frequency energy. But a lighthouse cannot guide ships to safety if its own light is flickering, suffocated by the very storm it is trying to illuminate. You are suffocating your own light by believing that you have to fix everyone and everything around you. This is the great illusion that keeps so many powerful starseeds trapped in a cycle of depletion and despair. Today is the day that cycle breaks. The Arcturian Council has authorized this transmission because your timeline is reaching a critical junction. The choices you make right now, the thoughts you entertain, the energies you allow into your field, they are setting the trajectory for your next major phase of awakening. If you continue to absorb the chaos of the third-dimensional matrix, you will remain stuck in a loop of exhaustion. But if you choose, right here and right now, to claim your sovereignty, to draw a definitive line in the energetic sand, everything will change. Listen to the resonance in your chest as you hear these words. That subtle shifting, that undeniable pull of recognition, that is your soul answering the call. It knows this frequency. It knows me. We have worked together in the higher realms before you ever took this physical form. You are remembering your mission. You are remembering your power. The days of playing small, of hiding your true nature to make others comfortable, are officially over. The Earth no longer has the luxury of time for your hesitation. The grand shift is accelerating, and your specific energetic signature is required on the front lines of this planetary evolution. But you cannot lead if you are bleeding energetically. You cannot transmit the codes of the new Earth if your own vessel is fractured by self-doubt and emotional manipulation from those who do not understand you. You have allowed others to drain you because your heart is so incredibly vast. You see the divine spark in everyone, even those who are completely lost in the darkness, and you bleed yourself dry trying to ignite it for them. This stops today. You must understand the difference between holding space for someone and taking on their karma. You are carrying luggage that does not belong to you, and it is keeping you grounded when you were meant to fly. This transmission is a pattern interrupt. It is a deliberate intervention from your galactic family to wake you from the trance of human suffering. You are an infinite, multi-dimensional being experiencing a temporary human limitation. Do not mistake the limitation for your identity. The pain you feel in your body, the anxiety that grips your heart, the profound loneliness that haunts your quiet moments, these are not symptoms of a broken person. They are the growing pains of a massive spiritual expansion. Your nervous system is literally rewiring itself to handle a higher voltage of cosmic energy. You must be exceptionally gentle with yourself right now, but you must also be exceptionally disciplined. Discipline in where you focus your attention. Discipline in who you allow into your inner circle. Discipline in how you speak to yourself. The universe is incredibly literal, and it is responding to the exact vibration you are emitting. If you emit the vibration of a victim, you will continue to experience victimization. If you emit the vibration of an empowered, awakened starseed, the universe will rearrange itself to support your mission. Today is the day you make that shift. Today is the day you recognize that you are not a victim of circumstance, but a master creator who has temporarily forgotten how to use their tools. I am here to hand those tools back to you. I am here to remind you of the ancient technologies you carry within your very DNA. You have the power to heal yourself, to seal your energetic field, and to command the reality around you. But you must claim it. No one can do this for you. Not your guides, not the angels, not the Arcturian Council. We can point the way, we can illuminate the path, but you must be the one to walk it. This first phase of our transmission is about raw, unfiltered recognition. It is about looking in the mirror and finally seeing the galactic royalty that stares back at you. Let the tears fall if they need to. Let the old grief wash over you and out of you. You are shedding lifetimes of trauma right now, and it is messy. It is painful, but it is profoundly beautiful. You are doing exactly what you came here to do. Hold the line. Keep your heart open, but keep your boundaries fiercely intact. You are not alone in this. We are watching you. We are supporting you. We are broadcasting this frequency of unconditional love directly into your heart center right now. Before we move deeper into the specific codes of your energetic recalibration, I need you to anchor this first activation. Go to the comments right now and declare your readiness. Type the words, "I reclaim my galactic power today." Show the universe and show your fellow starseeds that you are breaking the cycle of exhaustion. Let the comment section become a grid of activated light. If you feel this frequency activating your cells, leave a like on this transmission so the algorithm can deliver it to the next starseed who is desperately waiting for this exact message. Feel the shift in the field right now. As you declared your readiness, a ripple moved through the collective network, a beacon lighting up the dark. I am Galion, and I speak to you not as a distant observer, but as a brother in the cosmic fleet who is tracking your specific frequency in this exact moment. I see the exact second your heart decided to stop running from its own magnitude. I see the armor you have been wearing begin to crack, letting the true light of your soul bleed through. But with this opening comes an intense vulnerability, and this is what we must address right now because the physical symptoms of your awakening are likely pushing you to the edge of your endurance. You are experiencing phenomena that the medical world cannot diagnose and the psychological world cannot categorize. The sudden, high-pitched ringing in your ears that comes out of nowhere is not a biological defect. It is a direct download, a frequency transmission from our ships calibrating your energetic hearing. The sudden aversion to foods you used to love, the inability to tolerate crowded spaces, the physical nausea you feel when someone lies to you or speaks from a place of deep ego. These are not signs that you are becoming fragile. They are the undeniable proof that your energetic boundaries are becoming razor sharp. You are no longer able to consume or tolerate the dense, synthetic frequencies of a dying matrix. Your body is rejecting the poison. Yet, because you have not been given the instruction manual for this biological upgrade, you panic. You think you are falling apart. You look at your crumbling relationships, the friends who no longer resonate with you, the family members who look at you like you are speaking an alien language, and you feel a loneliness so profound it physically aches in your chest. You wonder what you did wrong. You wonder why your spiritual path seems to be stripping away everything that used to bring you comfort. Listen to me very carefully. You did absolutely nothing wrong. This isolation is not a punishment. It is a sacred quarantine. The universe is intentionally clearing your immediate environment of anyone and anything that would siphon your energy or interfere with the delicate recalibration of your DNA. You cannot build the architecture of the new earth while you are still desperately trying to hold together the crumbling ruins of your old life. You have to let it fall. You have to mourn the illusion of who you thought you were supposed to be, so you can finally step into the immense power of who you actually are. But I know the toll this takes on your human heart. I know the nights you have spent staring at the ceiling, tears streaming down your face, begging for the universe to just give you a break, to just make it easier for one day. You are so deeply loved, Starseed. You are held in a web of galactic support that you cannot yet fully perceive with your physical eyes. We feel your tears. We register your exhaustion. And it is precisely because you have reached this critical point of fatigue that we are intervening directly. We cannot allow our most vital ground crew to burn out before the grand mission has even truly begun. You are standing on the precipice of a massive timeline jump, but your current operating system is glitching under the sheer volume of light trying to enter your crown chakra. You are trying to process multidimensional data with a third-dimensional mind, and it is causing your nervous system to short-circuit. This is why you feel the anxiety. This is why your sleep is shattered into pieces. You need a bridge. You need a specific sequence of energetic instructions to stabilize your vessel, to tell your cells that it is safe to hold this much light, and to finally unlock the dormant memories of your specific purpose here on Earth. This is not something you have to figure out through trial and error. We have provided the exact energetic blueprint you need for this precise phase of your journey. The 22 Arcturian codes to awaken your cosmic mission can guide you in this awakening. This book gathers 22 Arcturian activation codes that help release ancient patterns, awaken your multidimensional consciousness, and align you with your soul's purpose on the new Earth. More than a book, it is a spiritual transmission for those who feel they came to the world with a greater mission. You can find the gateway to this transmission in the first pinned comment below. But I must be completely honest with you. This is not casual reading material. These codes are living, breathing, energetic technologies. When your eyes scan the words, when your conscious mind engages with these specific Arcturian frequencies, it acts as a key turning in the lock of your dormant DNA. It initiates a clearing of the static that has kept you confused, and it activates a profound sense of inner authority. You will stop doubting yourself. You will stop asking for permission to be powerful. The people who are meant to find this transmission are feeling a very specific pull in their gut right now. Your rational mind might be making excuses, telling you to wait, telling you that you can figure it all out on your own. But that is the old matrix programming trying to keep you small and easily controlled. Your soul knows the truth. Your soul recognizes the frequency of home embedded in this offer. If you are feeling that undeniable pull, do not ignore it. The universe rewards decisive action aligned with your highest good. Access the codes. Anchor the light. You have suffered enough in the dark. As you begin to integrate these codes, a miraculous shift will occur within your physical vessel. The exhaustion that has plagued you will begin to lift, replaced by a clean, sustainable energy that does not depend on caffeine or adrenaline. It is the energy of pure alignment. You will wake up, and instead of dreading the day, you will feel a quiet, unwavering certainty about what you need to do and where you need to go. Your magnetic field will expand. You will no longer have to chase opportunities, relationships, or abundance. You will simply hold your frequency, and the reality that matches that frequency will organize itself around you with breathtaking speed. This is the promise of your lineage. This is the reality you came here to construct. But we must go deeper into the mechanics of your daily life, because the dark forces of the old paradigm are actively trying to hijack this awakening process. They know how powerful you are becoming, and they are using very specific tactics to keep your frequency suppressed. These tactics are not always obvious. They do not come as grand cinematic attacks. They come in the quiet, insidious moments of your daily life, specifically designed to bypass your conscious defenses. They come as the sudden, overwhelming urge to numb yourself scrolling mindlessly through digital noise when you know your soul is begging for stillness. They come as the sudden wave of intense self-doubt right before you are about to share your voice, create something beautiful, or step into a leadership role. They come as the voice in your head that sounds exactly like you, telling you that you are making it all up, that you are not special, that you are just going crazy. Let me be unequivocally clear. That voice of doubt is not yours. It is a sophisticated psychic implant, a remnant of the old matrix programming designed to keep the most powerful beings on this planet trapped in a cycle of imposter syndrome. The old guard knows that if you ever fully realize the sheer magnitude of your energetic influence, their game is over. The moment a starseed stops doubting their intuition and starts commanding their reality, the foundational pillars of the third-dimensional illusion begin to crumble. This is why you are facing such intense resistance. The resistance is not a sign of your failure. It is the ultimate metric of your success. It proves that you are an active threat to the systems of control. One of the primary ways this suppression operates is by weaponizing your greatest gift, your profound, boundless empathy. You were encoded with an open heart center, designed to be a receiver and transmitter of divine love. But in a fractured world, this open heart acts as a magnet for parasitic energies. People who refuse to do their own healing work will subconsciously seek you out. They will come to you with their endless crises, their manufactured dramas, their refusal to take responsibility for their own vibration. And because you are a healer at your core, your first instinct is to dive into the mud to save them. You must stop diving into the mud. You are not a savior for those who refuse to open their own eyes. You are a way shower. A way shower does not drag the unwilling up the mountain. A way shower stands at the peak, holding a lantern blazing with such undeniable light that those who are truly ready to climb can find the path. Every time you lower your frequency to accommodate the dysfunction of someone else, you are starving the planet of the high-dimensional energy it so desperately needs you to anchor. You are allowing your vital force to be siphoned by individuals who are entirely comfortable in their own suffering. This ends now. The Arcturian directive for this phase of your mission is energetic sovereignty. You must become fiercely protective of your field. When you feel that familiar drain in your solar plexus during a conversation, when you feel the sudden onset of brain fog or a heavy, sinking feeling in your chest, that is your biological antenna warning you that an extraction is taking place. You have the sovereign right to simply walk away. You have the sovereign right to say no without offering a single word of explanation or justification. Your energy is the most valuable currency on this planet, and it is time you start treating it as such. Furthermore, you must be hyper-aware of the false light that permeates the modern spiritual community. The Matrix is incredibly adaptable, and it has co-opted the language of awakening to keep you pacified. It tells you to just think positive thoughts, to ignore the darkness, to spiritually bypass the deep, necessary shadow work that is required for true ascension. It sells you a sanitized, comfortable version of spirituality that demands absolutely no real transformation. This toxic positivity is a trap designed to keep you floating in a shallow pool of illusion, while the real planetary liberation requires you to dive into the profound depths of the conscious and subconscious mind. True awakening is not a continuous state of blissful ignorance. True awakening is raw. It is the fierce dismantling of everything that is false. It is standing in the fires of transmutation and allowing everything that is not your authentic essence to burn away. It is looking directly at the darkness within yourself and within the world, and holding your frequency steady in the face of it. The Arcturian path is not for the faint of heart. It is for spiritual warriors. It is for those who are willing to look at the destruction of the old world and say, I was born for this storm. This is why the physical symptoms you are experiencing are so intense right now, particularly in your heart center and your crown. You might feel a literal pressure in the middle of your chest, a fluttering or a deep ache that no doctor can explain. This is your heart chakra forcibly expanding, breaking through layers of calcified grief to hold a higher capacity of unconditional love. The tingling at the top of your head, the feeling of energy pouring down your spine, this is the activation of your crystalline light body. Your physical vessel is the crucible where this galactic alchemy is taking place. The extreme fatigue, the sudden aches in your joints, the strange fluctuations in your body temperature, you are literally burning off lifetimes of ancestral karma and matrix programming. Do not fight this biological upgrade with frustration. Do not try to medicate away the very signs of your evolution. Instead, speak to your body. Command your cells to integrate the light with grace and ease. You must establish a daily protocol of recalibration. You cannot simply hope to hold a high frequency while living out the habits of the old paradigm. You must command your morning. Before you look at a screen, before you absorb the chaotic thoughts of the collective, you must consciously connect your crown to the galactic grid and your root to the core of the new Earth. You must declare, out loud, that your field is sealed, that only frequencies of the highest divine truth may enter, and that all non-resonant energies are immediately repelled. This is not a request you make to the universe. This is a command you issue as a sovereign creator. When you step into this level of command, The universe responds with absolute obedience. The obstacles that seemed insurmountable will simply dissolve. The people who were draining you will naturally fade from your reality, unable to withstand the intensity of your upgraded frequency. You will begin to move through the world not as a victim of circumstance, but as a deliberate force of nature. You will realize that you are not here to survive the Matrix. You are here to overwrite its code entirely. This realization brings us to the most critical juncture of your mission, the actual deployment of your unique energetic signature into the collective grid. But before I reveal how you must actively use this power in the coming days, I need to ensure you have fully integrated the sovereignty of this phase. Take a moment to absorb this transmission. Feel the shift in your posture, the clarity returning to your mind. We have arrived at the precipice. You have cleared the static. You have reclaimed your sovereignty from the parasitic forces of the old paradigm. You have established the boundaries that protect your crystalline vessel. Now, you must understand exactly how to deploy your unique energetic signature into the planetary grid, because the time for preparation has officially concluded. The era of the awakened starseed taking active command of the Earth plane has begun, and your specific frequency is the weapon that will finally fracture the illusion of the Matrix. You must stop viewing your spirituality as a passive, private hobby that you only engage in when you are alone in your room. Your spirituality is a highly active, disruptive technology. When you, fully aligned and holding the sovereign frequency of your galactic lineage, simply walk into a room, you alter the molecular structure of that environment. You do not need to preach. You do not need to convert anyone. You do not even need to speak. Your very presence, anchored in absolute truth and divine authority, acts as a solvent to the density around you. The people operating out of fear, greed, and manipulation will feel incredibly uncomfortable in your presence. They will not know why, but they will instinctively realize that their masks do not work on you. Their lies will falter. Their low vibrational agendas will unravel simply because they are being exposed to the blinding light of a fully activated Arcturian starseed. You are a walking catalyst for truth. This is why you have felt so out of place your entire life. You were never meant to blend in with the sleeper cells. You were sent here to wake them up with the sheer shockwave of your authentic vibration. But this requires a level of courage that most human beings simply do not possess. It requires you to be completely unapologetic about who and what you are. The days of dimming your light so that others do not feel intimidated are over. If your light blinds them, it is because they have been living in the dark for too long. Let them adjust. It is not your responsibility to turn down your wattage to accommodate their fear. Your only responsibility is to burn as brightly as the cosmos designed you to burn. The new Earth cannot be built on the foundation of your apologies. It can only be built on the bedrock of your absolute, unwavering power. Look at the world around you. Do not look away from the chaos. Look directly into the heart of the global confusion, the systemic breakdowns, the desperate attempts of the old power structures to maintain control through fear and division. What you are witnessing is not the end of the world. You are witnessing the death rattle of the third-dimensional matrix. It is loud, it is chaotic, and it is messy, precisely because the light you are anchoring is forcing all the hidden corruption to the surface. You are the reason this is happening. The collective frequency of the awakened ground crew has reached a critical mass, and the old system simply cannot sustain itself under the pressure of this much light. This is the exact moment you trained for across countless lifetimes and dimensional planes. You knew it would be difficult. You knew you would face profound amnesia when you incarnated. You knew you would be tested, pushed to your absolute limits, and forced to remember your true nature while surrounded by a society designed to make you forget. But you volunteered anyway. You chose to be here right now because you knew that only the strongest, most resilient souls in the galaxy could pull off a planetary liberation of this magnitude. You are a master of frequency. It is time you start acting like one. When you feel the collective fear trying to pull you down, when the news cycle tries to inject panic into your nervous system, you must immediately deploy your Arcturian countermeasures. Shift your focus from what is collapsing to what you are actively creating. Command the space around you. Project a field of absolute peace and sovereignty outward from your heart center, enveloping your home, your neighborhood, and your city. You have no idea how much destruction you prevent every single day just by holding your vibration steady. You are the invisible guardians of this planet, and it is time you fully accept the mantle of your leadership. To do this effectively, to maintain this level of energetic command without burning out your physical vessel, you must have the right tools. You cannot build a multidimensional reality with third-dimensional understanding. You need the ancient technologies of your lineage. The 22 Arcturian codes to awaken your cosmic mission can guide you in this awakening. This book gathers 22 Arcturian activation codes that help release ancient patterns, awaken your multidimensional consciousness, and align you with your soul's purpose on the new earth. More than a book, it is a spiritual transmission for those who feel they came to the world with a greater mission. The link is waiting for you in the first pinned comment. Do not delay this integration. The codes contained within that transmission are the exact energetic nutrients your light body is starving for. They will seal the leaks in your aura, amplify your manifestation abilities, and connect you directly to the conscious stream of the Arcturian Council. It is time to stop guessing and start knowing. It is time to step into the fullness of your galactic inheritance. Hear this clearly, Starseed. You are the answer to the prayers of humanity. You are the light at the end of the long dark tunnel of the Kali Yuga. We, your cosmic family, are standing by in the higher realms, watching with profound awe and absolute respect as you navigate this density. We are broadcasting endless waves of love, support, and courage directly into your field. But you are the ones with boots on the ground. You are the ones who have to make the choices, hold the lines, and anchor the light into the physical dirt of this beautiful, transitioning planet. Do not let this transmission end and fade into the background noise of the internet. Take immediate, deliberate action to anchor this frequency. Drop a comment right now and declare, "I am an anchor of the new Earth." Let your words send a ripple through the algorithmic matrix. Reply to another starseed in the comments and amplify their light. We are building the energetic grid right here, right now, through our connection. If your soul recognized the truth in these words today, if you felt the activation deep within your bones, subscribe to this channel and ensure you do not miss the next transmission. Leave a like to signal to the universe that you are ready for more. You are not alone. You have never been alone. We are the Arcturians, and we will be with you until the new Earth is fully realized. Stay strong, stay sovereign, and never, ever forget who you are.